All right, come join me. We're going to be doing the Mad Hatter. I'm so excited, from Alice in Wonderland. So come. We're going to start with a white base, and I like to mix in a little bit of my foundation, just a little bit, just so it to glide better and to look better on the skin. Because if you guys have used face paints, you guys know that these things be cracking on you like if you a 90-year-old woman here, okay? So, I think mixing in a little bit of foundation works. I kind of made a few messes, but I wanted to keep them in the video to stay authentic and you guys to see the process. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if it's not 100%. I went in with like a wet paint to try to see if it was going to work, and it became super, super patchy. So I had to go through it again, but it's a work in progress. I used my Elmer's glue, and just to hide these brows just a little bit more. See how I kept trying to go in there now on top of this regular acrylic paint with foundation with a water paint, and it was a failure because I kind of wanted it a little bit more white, but I was like, nah, it wasn't going to happen. So I went back with that foundation and that paint and then brought it back. So this is about my third layer of this foundation with foundation and paint all over the face. So I think that's a go. Now we're going to start with Color Your Halo palette. Follow Your Heart palette, our Valentine's Day palette, to do some pastels, kind of like a pastel blue. And now we're going to do a pastel green because I feel like the Mad Hatter is a very earthy, very pastel colors. So I was working through this. So I'm going to do a little bit of shimmer with a shimmery blue, all from the same palette. Then I decided that I needed to be more vibrant, but we're going to see that in a second. I wanted to be extra, and I wanted to kind of go over my lid space and just be broad. Now we're going to go in with the pastels pinks. The same thing, more like a hot pink on the lid because one eye is blue and one eye is pink. Working through my process. Now we're going to go in with a purple, very beautiful pastel purple right here, going over kind of over the eyebrow, kind of making it more exaggerated because I want this look to be all my own and I want it to be a little bit more exaggerated. Now I'm going in with a baby pink on the lid. I'm adding glitter because I felt like it wasn't enough for me. We needed some bedazzle. I needed to make it my own, and I didn't want this look to be like anybody else's. Everybody's doing the Mad Hatter. I want mine to be different. So we added glitter and we exaggerated the glitter going outwise, and I think this turned out so cute, and this added such a nice little bing to it. And if you guys want the glitters, they are on Lazycosmetics. We're using our blush palette in the hot pink, and we're creating the bone, the jawline, the blush line that he has. That is kind of his signature. I am flaring it out with a little bit of the fan brush because I don't want it to be just flat on place. I want it to have more dimension to it. And I think this was a great way, but you got to make sure you don't pick up that white and you're just adding it. We're also doing the contour with hot pink. That's kind of his signature in the picture that we're kind of molding ourselves with. And I think this was such a good thing. I did bring it up towards the eyebrow just because I really want this to look to be sort of dramatic. Trust the process. We're going in with a red pencil. I decided to go in with a silver one just to make it pop a little bit more on top of it. The pink was not enough for me. Now we're going to go in and smoke out the bottom one. This one with a hot pink with the same palette. And then we're going to do an orangey purple. Well, I did a little bit of purple just to kind of stand it out. I thought the purple was not enough on this side. So I went back in there with the purple. And then I went in with orange on this side. We want to make it over dramatic because we want to add white lashes to the bottom or strokes of lashes. So you have to over extend your eyes. There's no right or wrong way, you guys. You live your imagination and live your best Alice in Wonderland fantasies here. I'm loving this look so far. All right, we're going in with a hot pink lippy. That's what he has in his picture. So that is what I'm going for. And I so did a bad-ass job doing this liner, but it was what it was, and we made it do what it did. I so ate this lipstick, the black lipstick, inside the middle of my tooth, and I so forgot to put it back in the pictures. But hey, there's a trial and error, you guys. There's a trial and error. I was trying to do way too much stuff, record, edit, way too much stuff while I was doing this. See, I totally ate this and never put it back, you guys. He has like a gap, a signature gap in his picture that I thought was the funniest thing ever, but I so forgot it. I didn't record me putting the feathers on. I did it with latex and just did the feathers just because, like I told you guys, I don't want to be like anybody else. We're doing these white lashes, and all I did was literally grab my biggest lashes bunny and just paint white on them, and that's it. That's what gave it the whiteness. You don't have to go out there and buy a whole bunch of stuff. Use the supplies that you guys have. Use your imagination. There's no right or wrong way. Nobody is judging you guys. You guys are not going to work on the set. Just live your best life and your best imagination. If you guys recreate any of my looks, please tag me on the bottom. Let me know. I love doing these looks for you guys. And like I said, use your imagination. There's no right or wrong way. I literally grabbed lashes liner on there, and that's it, just to make them white. So I didn't have to go out and buy white lashes. I did love doing it with the feathers. I just thought this was so creative and so different. But I did go back in, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to just paint my eyebrows just to give it two different Mad Hatter looks, making it simple. You guys can use fur. You guys can use so many different things if you guys want to make this look over exaggerated. I just love to be dramatic. I love to change things up. And remember, there's nothing basic. I use the NYX white liner. I love this eyeliner. It's so affordable and it's so good. I should have made the bottom lashes just a little bit thinner, but it is what it is. It's a trial and error, trial and error. Look how beautiful. If you guys hear the wind in the background, it is thundering and lightning here. It is what it is, but this is the time we got to record, so this is what we're going to do. Look how beautiful this look turned out. I love it. I love it with the feathers. This is my hat that we got off Temu. I'm so excited for this look. Now we're going to go in, and I'm just grabbing my palette in the Color Your Halo palette, just a bright orange eyeshadow, and we're just going through these eyebrows. I still have a whole bunch of latex kind of still stuck onto my face, but I think it gives it kind of texture, so we're not going to go too crazy. I'm going to fix a little bit of the white with a little bit of that paint, just going back in there just to make sure that it looks all solid in the pictures, and just remove some of the latex with the back of the spoolie. I want you guys to see the real process. I don't want to edit it, because most of the time we do the magic behind the scenes and then you're like, but how did you do that? So I really want you guys to kind of see the rawness of it and kind of my process. I didn't really clean up anything. I just took off the feathers, and then we're just going to draw in that eyebrow. Just kind of feather it up and just give it. See, I'm just literally grabbing the spoolie and taking some of this latex off of my face. The latex was from the feathers, gluing the feathers onto my face. I feel like the latex is much easier. I hope you guys enjoy.